Hey everybody, welcome to Vocabulary. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and you're ready to rock and roll now until we get to Christmas and our break. So let's get started with vocabulary. Our first word is tunnel, and a tunnel is a passage dug underground or through a hill. It doesn't have to be underground, but it's a passageway. It is a long, open where something can crawl or move through. All right. And there is a train going into a tunnel. And there is a little chipmunk going down into his tunnel. And actually, he's a prairie dog. He's not a chipmunk. And he's saying, "Good night, honey." And there he goes down into the passage that's dug underground. And the train is going through a hill. Our next word is curl, curling, and curled. It's a verb. So you see the ing, you see the ed on a verb, an action. Curling means to pull your arms and legs and head into a circle or a spiral form, as in the little chipmunk in its little nest. And do you notice how its arms and legs and heads are pulled into a circle? And there you have Mr. Rattlesnake, and he is curled, getting ready to strike. Rattlesnakes usually only strike when they are curled. Our next word is toward. Now, this is an interesting word because you will hear some people say toward and you will hear some people say towards. Either one is correct. It's interesting because some people go, "Oh, wait, you have to say it with an S. Oh, wait, you have to say it without an S." Both of them are acceptable, and you will hear both of them in conversation. It means to move in a certain direction, usually forward towards something. Now, if you notice, they're running toward each other. They're running in a direction toward each other, moving closer together. And then here, if you notice, this little chipmunk is moving toward a peanut or a nut that you can't see that's lying over in the side of the picture that I cut out. But watch him. See him moving toward something. Our next word is heal, healing, or healed. It's also a verb, and it means to become well again after being sick or hurt. It can be a process where you are getting well, or it can actually become where you are now well and no longer sick or hurt. If you notice, the little chipmunk has a little broken leg, and so he is healing. He's got his little cast on. He's in the process of getting well. And then this little person is sick and they're getting well and they're healing. They've maybe had COVID, they maybe had the flu, and they're getting well from being sick or hurt. They're healing. They're in the process. All right. Our next word is height. And height means the distance from the bottom to the top of something. So if you notice, the cat has a tremendous height. And then if you notice that somebody is measuring the height of the person in the picture on the right. And what you do is you start from the very bottom. So you'd start from your shoe and you'd go all the way to the top of your head. And that is the height of you. You can start from the top and go down, but you have to measure either from the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom, and that's the total height, the distance from the bottom to the top of something. Like if you were to measure me from my feet to the top of my head, I'm 5'6". That is my height. All right, our next word is brag. It's a verb, so we have bragging and bragged. And if you notice, because the vowel is short, we double the consonant and add the ing. So if your vowel is short in your base word, double the last consonant and add the ing. Same way when you add the ed, you hear the burr, ah, so you double the consonant and add the ed. Okay, this word means to talk too proudly about something. There, do you see the look on her face? Oh my goodness, my hair is just so awesome. That's bragging. And then here, this person's going, "Wow, you know what? I'm kind of a big deal." That's bragging. talking too proudly about something. Oh, you know what? I've got all fours on my report card, and it's how it's said. And in the story that you're listening to this week, you're listening to a bear that does a lot of bragging. All right. Our next word is tease, teasing, and tease. Now, you're learning this rule this week about adding the ing. If you notice, we take the E off and add the ing. Very important rule. And then when you turn it into the past tense, all you have to do is add the D to it. Okay, this means to make fun of someone in a joking way. It's different than bragging because bragging is talking about yourself. I can do this. I can do that. I am so pretty. Teasing is where you go after somebody and you make fun of them in a joking way. There is no good teasing usually. It's to hurt somebody's feelings usually. All right. And if you notice, the little minion is teasing the other one by sticking his tongue out and getting right in his face. And then here you see a group of girls that are totally making fun of somebody. They're joking, they're making fun of her. Maybe they're laughing about what she looks like or how she's dressed. But that is teasing, and it's very different than bragging. Bragging is all about yourself, and teasing is all about somebody else. All right, our next word is direction, and it means the general way someone or something is moving. And if you notice, the little chipmunks are going in opposite directions right now. One is going to the west, one is going to the east. And this is called a compass rose, and this gives your directions. Never eat soggy waffles. Never eat soggy waffles. North, east, south, and west. And that is directions. This would be northeast. This would be southeast right here. This would be southwest right here. This would be northwest right there. And so how is it that something is moving is a direction. All right. So now I hope you're playing a couple of spelling games today. I hope that you are using the vocabulary games on Spelling City, because you can't just watch a video and get smarter. You can't just play a game and get smarter. You have to do all the pieces together, and that's how you get smart. All right? So have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.